Hey there folks, tonight I'm using this little video space to give the other half of the equation from my blog entry. My blog entry was about the hazards and harm of being a self-minimizing person. If you want to know what that means, go to www.michaeljohnbertrand.com and you will find out. The entry for today, obviously. But here I'm going to give the other half of the equation, sort of in terms of balance, really. See, on the one hand, there's self-minimization, which is terrible. It's bad for the person, and it's bad for anyone who cares about them. Again, read the blog entry. But then there's just not having strong preferences on certain things, or on a lot of things. Like, from my point of view, right, I'm someone who really values flexibility and the ability to adapt to a situation. From that point of view, I've always pitied the people who have these really strong preferences about things that are like not negotiable, and they have to have things their way all the time, because that just seems like a really rough life, you know? And so there's been many a time in my life when I have ended up playing this game that I'm not qualified for, where someone wants to know my preference about something, and it's something about which I have no particular preference, and I haven't actually really even thought about it enough to have a preference, honestly. And so the thing is, you can't actually say that to some people, though, because they think you're just being coy. They think that you do have a preference and you're just being polite. And so then they're just being polite when they ask again, and a little more firmly, and then, well, I mean, it took me embarrassingly long, but I did eventually figure out, just flip a frickin' coin in your head. Jesus, whatever, just to get out of the situation. Like, I remember being asked a seemingly harmless question: would I rather sit in the front seat or the back? You know, I was the guest. They were asking me. And I was still young and stunned. I was like 15, 16 at the time. And so I said, I don't care. And that devolved into this whole thing. Like, gotta stop doing these all in one take. Anyway, this whole thing, like this whole awkward comedy of manners thing. And the thing is, I don't know, it's a really frustrating situation, right? I mean, I honestly didn't care. But apparently I was not allowed to not care. And the thing is, in most cars, there's not that huge a difference. I mean, any four-door car. I mean, if someone's got a little, Chevette or Pony or something like that, I'm going to say, front seat, please. That's a hell of a lot more comfortable for a big guy like me. But in a four-door sedan, it honestly really doesn't make any difference to me. In fact, sometimes I'm more comfortable in the back, even though the front seems to be like the winner position, and some people covet it. Bizarre. Because I have one less seatbelt to worry about. What that says about my overall auto safety, I don't know, but I guess that's what gives people maybe the feeling that the people in the back must not be as important. They don't get the really cool seatbelt. Anyhow, so yeah, there's self-minimizing, which is like not that you don't have a preference or need or whatever. Is that you have one and you don't share it with people. But honestly, sometimes I just don't give a shit. And I really resent having to. I guess that's all from me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.